provides PWDs with equal prospects for the protection of their rights and full participation in society. According to World Health Organization, the people with disabilities accounted for an estimated 16% of the global population in 2023. In India, as per the 2011 census, out of 121 crore population, 2.6 crore are persons with disabilities, accounting for 2.21% of the total population. If we see the breakup of disabilities, 20% are having disability in movement, 19% have disability in seeing, and another 19% are with disability in hearing, while 8% have multiple disabilities. 2.41% of male population and 2.01% of female population in the country falls in the disabled category as per 2011 census. It is worrisome to note that a majority of these individuals are either unemployed or underemployed, highlighting the importance of workplace inclusion for their financial independence and self-respect. The government, especially over the last 10 years, has addressed this issue with required gravity. The vision Viksit Bharat 2047, introduced under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, envisions an economy that is strong, inclusive, and full of job and entrepreneurial opportunities. Government's initiatives like Accessible India campaign, Deen Dayal Disabled Rehabilitation Scheme, assistance to disabled persons for purchase, fittings of aids and appliances, National Fellowship for Students with Disabilities, and the DPWD portal reflects relentless pursuit of more inclusive society. In the present scenario, reliable estimates put the number of disabled persons in our country at over 40 million. Some reports even put the number between 60 to 80 million. It is a fact that just 1% of the top 5 Nifty companies in India include PWDs in their workforce. These include SBI, Reliance, NTPC, ONGC, and ITC. If we look at the numbers that there were actually existed in substantial business case, if we look at the numbers, there actually exists a substantial business case for the private organizations to proactively engage and employ people with disabilities. I'm sure that many unlisted MSME, smaller organizations, PSUs are also doing great work in this area. It needs to pick up pace and reflect in a bigger way than it is today. One stellar example is Mitti Cafe, a cafe run and managed by persons with disabilities in the Supreme Court of India premises. It also serves as a training center for other PWDs who will be employed elsewhere. These types of examples serve as a catalyst for change and create avenues of opportunities for the PWDs. In fact, such developments have potential to create a virtuous cycle of life-changing events. I'd like to mention ITC, which has employed many differently abled individuals across various roles and functions with the objective of further scaling up in the coming times. I'm taking my organization example, but I'm sure many others are also giving shape to top-class initiatives on PWDs. ITC's Mangaldeep brand has set up a flagship 6 Sense panels in Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and Chennai to provide livelihood opportunities to visually challenged people by tapping into their keen olfactory abilities to improve its product offerings. Most of our establishments are accessible to differently abled persons with facilities like persons with disability-friendly entrance, wheelchair, braille systems, tactical pavers, much more and much more. In addition, accessible washrooms are also available for the visitors. These examples highlight the role of sensitization about the significance of integrating employees with disabilities and is indeed a pivotal step in fostering inclusivity. The organizations which substantially invest in them not only stand to gain optimal returns, but also create an environment of equity. It is about bringing as much of natural fit as possible, engaging in activities such as, for example, accompanying a PWD to a movie can significantly contribute to learning about disabilities and understanding the correct ways to interact in a non-threatening settings. This kind of experiential learning aids in our familiarizing of individuals with disabilities, making it easier to integrate them into a work environment. When the employee engages in such activities voluntarily, it cultivates empathy and knowledge, thereby diminishing the perceived challenges of including PWDs in a team. The experience stops what seems as insurmountable and instead becomes a natural extension of a supportive and inclusive workplace culture. This hands-on approach to understanding disability in everyday setting serves as a bridge towards creating a more welcoming environment for PWDs within companies. Today, I am happy to note that things are changing and changing for better, with many more corporates reposing faith in the abilities of PWDs and assigning them customer-facing roles. Examples of Indigo and Zomato straight away come to my mind, and now Lemon Tree, KFC, JW Marriott, Pepe Jeans, and Wow Momos. Novo Foods are following suit with the aim of considerably increasing their participation in 2025. This is indeed laudable and a great example of doing business with a big heart and unshakable faith in the abilities of the employees, despite some having limitations, which are minimized through support, encouragement, and training. The role of technology in all walks of life has become quite critical. It becomes even more significant when we see how it can aid those with disabilities. Assistive technology, a tech for people with disability, is often called as a new concept. After all, the wheelchair can be deemed to be assistive technology. But with tech boom of the late 1990s and early 2000s, assistive technology has taken a whole new dimension, giving voice to the previously voiceless, hearing to the deaf, and greater mobility than previously available. Much of the technology that has gained mainstream acceptance has opened up new doors for those with disabilities. And one example is text-to-talk technology and verbal command devices such as Siri and Alexa. Video conferencing is another relatively recent technological advancement that has given people with disability more independence. Video conferencing programs have allowed persons with disabilities to attend meetings and conferences, share work and training, and be where their co-workers are, so that They may feel like a part of the team, combined with speech-to-text software that allows the deaf and hard of hearing to know what their co-workers may be talking about, and braille screen readers to help the blind. Video conferencing software has opened up a new pathway of accessible work for many persons with disabilities. We are also witnessing workplace modifications that are specific to the needs of PWDs, and these need to be scaled up to ensure their seamless integration with the work environment. These could include provisions in the washroom, ramps, alongside stairs, cushioned edges, and many other customized solutions. Great technology and medical minds are working on the issue of parallelization rehabilitation, robotics assistance devices, self-driving vehicles, and virtual reality technology with tenacity, unveiling their advancement often enough to give the PWDs hope that even if a certain assistive technology does not exist now, it will be in a few years. There has also been an increased interest in Internet of Things and interconnected devices that allows people with disabilities to control their homes, medical devices, or mobility devices from their smartphones. Therefore, things look promising and future brighter than ever before. I'm sure that there will be many takeaways and learning from today's discussion. And going forward, we will be in much better position to alleviate and empower those with disabilities. This will ensure that they are better placed to address their societal and financial challenges, and at the same time, we will also increasingly benefit from the wide array of skill sets that they have to offer. I am happy to inform you that we will soon be releasing a knowledge paper titled Accessibility for All, Embracing Digital Transformation with Universal Design, along with felicitating the organizations that have made commendable contributions towards persons with disabilities. At this point, I want to make an appeal to the automobile makers in the country. With so many different types of vehicles in the market entering a wide gamut of consumer choices, there is today not a single auto manufacturer in India that has tried to bring in the latest technology to aid PWDs. Overseas, the vehicle for disabled market is adaptive. Four-wheelers is led by globally and regionally established players such as Toyota Motor Corporation, Vantage Mobility International, Braun Abilities, Revabilities, and Mobility Works. In the coming years, North America is likely to grow significantly from the rising demand of user-friendly, accessible vehicles due to extensive technological advancement in mobility solutions, such as development of autonomous vehicles for disabled people and advancement in terms of accessibility, such as seating, vehicle entry, and driving aids. The Asia-Pacific region is estimated to be highest growing market in the coming times. It comprises mainly of India, China, Japan, and South Korea. As I mentioned earlier, according to the World Health Organization, about 16% of world population, over 1 billion people, have some form of disability. Of this population, around 80% live in developing countries. I appeal to the automobile makers in India to bring these kind of technologies in our country as well. It is a dire need that requires immediate focus. Therefore, I say this with a high degree of responsibility that vehicle manufacturers can actually play a significant role in bringing about a sea change in the lives of persons with disabilities in India. And I'm sure that will focus on this critical aspect in the immediate future. Last but not least, I would like to talk about the important role of the media in this entire matter. As I shared with you the story of Shrikant, I would urge them to not only highlight the challenges faced by the persons with disabilities, but also highlight in greater number the success stories of the PWDs. This will go a long way in mainstreaming them and bringing their unique abilities before the larger audience. Let me not take any more of your time. I wish this event my very best and thank you all for your kind attention. Thank you.